Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be talking about why you're having little or no sales of your thrift clothing. Now you might be wondering that how is it possible to list your item on an e-commerce marketplace where you have millions of visitors yet you're not selling, or you have people even viewing your items but they're not buying. Let me use how I started my store on Vinted and how it's going already to explain to you what the problem could be. When I started selling on Vinted, I just wanted to sell few of my personal items and I wasn't sure if people were going to be interested in them. So I listed only about 5 items. I didn't sold anything, but people were viewing the items. Later I increased the items to about 7 or 10, and the next month somebody contacted me and bought an item. And sometimes people were asking me about some details of the items, like the brand of the item, because I didn't put all these things. So one day I decided to buy used clothing in France to send to Nigeria, and I bought clothing that were more than a pallet, and I couldn't fit all into one pallet, and I decided to sell the rest I had with me in France. I started listing them on Vinted. So when I started having about 40 to 50 items in my store, I started selling on daily basis. So I added more and more. I was beginning to list sometimes like 40 items in a day, some days 20 items. In fact, I was increasing my listing. When I did this, I started selling lots of items in a day. Now consider yourself as a customer. If you visit a store to buy clothes and there are only 50 items in that store and 5 corresponds to your size, there is a very slim chance of you finding 2 items you like in that store. Probably the item is about 5 to 10 euro and you have to pay shipping fees of about 4 euro or 5 euro just to buy one item. So if the shipping fees is almost the same price with the item you're buying, you're going to be discouraged. But if you visit a store and you find like 100 items and above, and you find like 20 items that corresponds to your size, there are chances of you finding about 4 items you like in that store. So the shipping fees is going to be worth whatever you're buying. So this is the problem a lot of sellers have online. I know most people are just selling out their personal items, or they're just testing the business. But when you give low energy to something, you're going to get little out of it. The more items you list, the more you're going to sell. Another issue is people don't give full details of what they sell. Imagine you want to buy a pre-owned clothes and the person posted photos of the item without posting the brand, and the item is about 10 or 20 euro. Because you don't know the brand, you're not sure of the quality, because there are certain brands you already trust them, you know they don't compromise when it comes to the quality of their fabrics. So if you put the brand, it will make people understand the value of the item. If you put a sticker of the material, it can help them choose. At least they can understand if this is a material they like or not. Even if the sticker is not there, you should be able to identify what material it is and write it down. So another thing is size details. You can agree with me that different brands have different size guide. So if they say an item is European size 38 or medium, depending on the brand, it might be big for someone and it might be smaller as well. So when you put in the measurement and you say this measurement is in inches or in centimeters, if you walk into a physical store, by holding a cloth, you can tell if it is your size or not. But when you're buying online, you cannot really determine your size. So adding the measurement will be very helpful for customers to decide if the cloth is an actual fit for them. So often I give details of the round waist, details of the armpits, details of the shoulders, and if it is a long sleeve, details of the sleeve length. If it is a dress, very important, details of the length. I mean, even a mannequin can't tell you if the item will be long enough for you or not. Another thing is taking photos of the items rightly. You don't give customers enough things to see. For example, if you're taking photo of a dress, you take photo of the front of the item, the side, the back, the brand and size, a photo of the sticker that gives details of the material, and then you take a closer photo. Is that closer shot that can tell a buyer about the condition of the item. So all these things are very important. If you don't give people enough reasons to trust you or to trust what they're buying, they won't buy the item. So you have a lot of people visiting your store, but they're not buying because they don't have the right information to buy. Another thing that can stop you from selling is setting unrealistic prices. For every item you post, you need to know, according to the brand, what is the actual value for a new one. If you're selling a second hand close to the value of a new one, there is no need of someone buying a second hand and also paying shipping fees. So for example, what I do, I know that the clothes I'm buying are all coming from Europe. First of all, France. I'm going to find more of French brands. I study their price range, and not just studying their price range to be able to fix prices, but studying their price range to be able to know the value. That way, you'll be able to know what to choose while doing handpick. You're you're going to make more profits, and you're going to be able to fix your prices accordingly depending on the condition of the item. So if the item is in very perfect condition, you can sell them around 40 to 50% below the actual value of a new one because you're selling them as pre-owned. So price setting can affect your sales a lot. So in summary, if you want to increase your sales in addition to promoting your items, you need to list more items of similar sizes. You need to give customers all the details so they don't have to contact you before buying anything. You also need to be able to take the right photos, and photos that also give information about the items. You need to set realistic and affordable prices. So it means you need to do research about all the brands in the country where you get your items. Another important thing is to be able to know the weight of the items you're selling so you can set realistic shipping fees, because if your shipping fees is too high, it will discourage people from buying. So you should be able to set realistic shipping fees as well. This is all for now. If you have any questions about this topic, kindly leave a comment in the comment section. Bye.